yeah.
Hello there, my name is Chai. Welcome to my channel. If it isn't obvious enough already, this Bite in a Week is dedicated to when I was working out with none other than Miss Chloe Ting for her 2021 Summer Shred Challenge. So if you'd like to see what I eat during a workout challenge, keep on watching and enjoy!
Okay, so good morning everyone. This is the second week of the Chloe Ting challenge. So actually I want to film as realistically as possible how I usually eat on a typical week.
Okay, so let's start by talking about why am I even making this video in the first place. Because recently I've come to realize that food really is important when it comes to seeing physical results. And if you have ever wanted to lose weight or reach any body goals, you have probably heard things like abs are made in the kitchen, it's 80% diet, 20% exercise, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. And yes, all these quotes are somewhat true. You do need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight and calorie surplus to gain weight or muscle. And the thing is, it's usually a lot more easier to achieve that deficit through nutrition rather than exercise. For example, if I eat a medium spicy chicken McDeluxe set from McDonald's with drinks and fries, it will contain about 1100 calories, whereas for someone my height and weight, I will only burn about 680 calories after running on the treadmill for about 1 freaking hour at an average speed of 9 kilometers per hour. If all these numbers confuse you, it's okay. The point I'm trying to make is you technically can out-exercise a bad diet, but it probably is going to be easier for most people to control their calorie intake rather than to spend several hours a day intensely exercising. And before you come at me, please just take my words with a grain of salt. There are still a lot more other factors to consider when it comes to how our body absorbs or expends energy, but in my opinion, looking at it from a food and exercise perspective is probably more straightforward and relevant for people like me who are just seeking to lose some weight or improve their health in general.
Mommy, let's eat.
Even though this is a Why Eat Week, this video is not going to be me describing what I eat because I think my descriptions and videos are already pretty self-explanatory. Instead, I'm just going to share with you all my own experience when it comes to food and weight loss and why I'm learning to let myself just eat whatever my body wants or craves, even if I'm doing this Chloe Ting workout challenge. Let's start this story from when the idea of eating less, exercising more, and losing weight first came into my mind. And little did I know it would stay there for a really, really long time. I think I was about 10 or 11 when I first thought that losing weight would somehow make me happier, have more friends, and become a better human being in general. Back then, I was mostly just really confused and frustrated with my own body. I didn't understand why I wasn't losing weight even when I exercised. I just thought I wasn't doing enough. And being hungry most of the time also felt like it was something normal and necessary since everyone says that you're supposed to eat less if you want to lose weight, which is exactly what I did.
Then you eat my fries? Very dry, this will not eat.
When I didn't see any difference after lots of regular exercising and moments of hunger, I basically just blamed my genes for looking the way I am, thinking that this is just how my body is and there's nothing I can do to change it.
I've currently been lying on my bed for nearly an hour, so we're going to change up today's routine. I'm going to make Chloe Ting's apple pie pancakes. Honestly, it smells very good, but it's taking a really hard time to blend in my blender. Maybe I'm not supposed to use like a juice blender. Mine is just not looking very good. Okay, so I'm finally done with my pancakes. These are the finished product. Honestly, it looks a bit underwhelming, like compared to the photos, and I think I'll
I'll show you one right over here. Hers looks so perfect and round, but mine is just like teeny tiny circles. So, oops. I think taste-wise, it actually tastes better than a banana pancake because it's way more sweeter than oatmeal pancakes that use banana. Overall, I'll rate this recipe at 8 out of 10 because I do actually like it. So yeah, it's pretty good. Fast forward to last year, I was very happy to find out about this calorie deficit thing, and I thought this knowledge was going to be the solution to all my problems since losing weight now was like doing math. All I had to do was make sure that my daily food intake doesn't exceed my own calorie target. Plus, I also thought exercise wasn't necessary anymore since I could always just eat lesser to reach that deficit. People don't cook on me? No. Little did I know that this piece of information would lead to a lot of restriction and obsession over calories. Now, just to be clear, it never went to a point where I would weigh everything and count the exact amount of calories I was consuming. I'm really far too lazy to do that. But what happened for me was that every time I looked at something, I instantly think about how many calories that would approximately be in the food I was going to eat. I suddenly had a lot of rules when it came to my portions and food choices. My thoughts would be like, you can't eat more than 3 digestives because that's already about 200 calories. You can't eat another banana right now because you can only afford 400 calories for breakfast. I remember feeling so miserable and hyper-aware of the amount of calories in every single thing I ate. So this is that thing. This is my recent addiction. This is my recent addiction. Sometimes thinking of how I can eat within my calorie limit the next day would keep me up at night because I was so worried that if I didn't plan ahead for my meals, I would exceed that daily allowance I set for myself. Being someone good at math suddenly felt like a freaking curse because it was like my mind was constantly doing math equations to figure out whether I can still eat for the day. And even though this strategy did help me lose weight, I also had the misconception that my new eating habits only need to be temporary and I can slowly reintroduce the foods I like once I've reached my body goals. But I guess maybe it's because my brain and body somehow knew it was being deprived from things like potato chips, cakes and boba for far too long. Because once I reintroduced those things in my diet, I always couldn't seem to stop myself from wanting them nearly every day. And before I knew it, I'll be back to where I started and also very frustrated and angry at myself for letting this happen. I always blame myself for not having enough discipline or willpower to keep the body I worked so hard for.
Then what should we watch then? This one Code Geass only got 1 season or how many seasons?
2 actually.
Okay, at least it can last us. No, it won't even last us until MCO finish, man. Probably will be done in 2 weeks.
You get so alone, sometimes it starts to make sense. On this side of paradise, we're never concerned when the grass always
I
been
can't
around
say for
the
sure when did
other
this
side
happen,
of the
but
screen.
one day I realized how I was making life very difficult by letting myself be stuck in this cycle. Eating less and exercising for weight loss has somehow become a constant part of my life. Ever since I was in my teens, there probably was never a time in my life that I didn't want to look smaller and skinnier. And I just have to ask myself, like, why am I even in this constant journey of wanting to lose weight? I'm at a healthy weight, have been quite active my whole life, and eat healthy-ish most of the time. I mean, my arms and tummy may be a bit jiggly and I don't have the peachiest butt, but all that does not mean I'm unhealthy and need a complete lifestyle change because I was already fine the way I am. And after lots of thinking, I realized my unhappiness was not because of how I look, but my own personal insecurities that I thought a perfect body can solve. What I actually had to work on was more self-love and self-worth rather than finding more ways to shrink myself. And suddenly, it didn't seem worth it to spend so much mental energy thinking about things like what I can or cannot eat, how much can I eat, and when can I eat. It also didn't seem necessary to justify my food choices to anyone anymore, or wait for that special occasion or reach some goal weight to eat that bag of chips or slice of cake. Okay, so back to this video. I honestly was actually pretty hesitant to post this what I eat in a week because part of me thought it would be pointless to let people see me eat takeout food half of the time, because honestly this video is probably not very helpful if someone was watching this to get meal ideas to see results. But you know, I guess I just wanted to show you how you should eat for a workout challenge. It's literally what works best for you, because there really is no one right diet for everyone.
Overall, I'll rate this 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
Like, the way I eat in this video is what worked best for me during that week, where half of the time I eat some sort of home-cooked meal and other times I just get takeout with my family.
Mommy asked me why I keep baking for both, is it? I'm making a video, Mommy. You want to be in my video, Mommy? You want to be in my video? Oh, Mommy, my hand got blue. Egg.
The me last time would always say no to takeout, especially if I was doing a workout challenge, and somehow I always convinced myself that I didn't like takeout food. But truth is, I was just really scared of things like the excess oil and sodium and how they don't have enough vegetables. I would cook for myself and then stress over all my undone schoolwork because most of my time meant for studying went to cooking.
But it's too garlicky. Mom, I can look that's right. No, what is like a garlic yellow like
And looking back at it, it's a bit ironic how I was doing all this to be more healthier, but I'm actually spending half of the time stressing out about whether I'm cooking my own low-fat, low-carb or low-whatever kind of food. So now, I choose to just cook my own meals when I feel inspired to try some new recipe or I get sick of takeout, and I just let myself go out to tap off my mom whenever I feel like it. Like, there are no longer rules like I can only eat takeout 3 times a week or something like that. And having a mindset like that has honestly helped a lot with my stress over food and has cleared up a lot more mental space for me to do the things that I enjoy, like going out with my friends, making videos and getting more schoolwork done.
What do I have to say to keep you by my side? How to start in a liquefied.
And of course, eating right is definitely still very important. Good nutrition gives me the energy I need for my workouts, improves my digestion, helps my brain function better and all that good stuff. But I no longer see food as just its number of calories or nutritional value. I now also take into account things like convenience and enjoyment I get from the things I eat. So throughout this workout challenge, I chose to fixate less on how I can purposely change my eating habits in order to reach some physical result or body goal, but I chose to focus more on how Chloe Ting's workouts feel when incorporated into my own life.
He's so big and so fat. Looks so nice.
And things like how the food I eat affects my performance, how hungry I am after her workout, and what is the best meal option that will give me time to finish both her workouts and also get all my other work done. And of course, you can make some changes to your diet if it doesn't make you feel good. Like for me, I want to try cutting down on sugar, because I noticed that during this week, I felt like I couldn't go a day without sugar, and I was literally eating something sugary every day.
Very bad after that. So these crackers, I'm gonna dip them into this cup.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to change the way you eat just for a workout challenge or even for some ultimate body goal. At least for me at the moment, the best way to eat is to just listen to your body, eat whatever you like, and enjoy the process of being active and getting stronger, because working out shouldn't just be about a physical goal if it costs you your happiness and mental well-being. So to anyone watching till here, thank you so much for listening to my thoughts. I hope that anyone who went through what I did would now know that it's really very hard to maintain any physical progress you see from a diet that makes you feel restricted. At least for me, I no longer force myself to cook all the time if I really don't feel up for it, and I let myself eat deep fried foods or have more sauce on my rice if that's what I really want at the moment. So go eat lots of food and whatever you crave right now, and enjoy your sweat sessions with Chloe Ting. Stay tuned for my review on her 2021 summer shred if you still don't know if you want to try out her program or just want to know my thoughts on it. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye!